Welcome back to the Night Painter. And tonight, I want to show you what I'm working on. I'm working on a Kraken under the sea. It's also holding a shark in one of its tentacles at the bottom. And then we have a ship with some lightning in the sky. And so far, I have used radiant turquoise, Ivory Black, and deep gray. So right now, I'm just going to work on the eyes. I'm thinking a crazy radiant green, maybe a little hint of yellow for a glow to make it really stand out. I have a three-eyed Kraken going on here. So I'm going to stick with the turquoise and the gray and the black for I think the whole painting. And then maybe highlight it later with a little bit of white, because you got to use some white, make it stand out a little bit. So, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead and work on some radiant green. So, I'll bring it in a little bit so you can see a little bit better too. Hopefully, let's see, the eyes are about right there. You'll be able to see. So we're just going to grab some straight radiant green, and I'm going to fill the whole area in where I have the eyes, where I want them to be anyway. I made a sketch earlier, and then I looked in the sky, some of the background behind the octopus, got the water going already. So this is the radiant green that I'm throwing down right now. I'm using a crazy aspen round brush by Princeton. Just what I like. One of our local art stores sells those. So that's pretty cool. So there's the center eye with just, this is just the first layer I'm putting down. That's the radiant green by itself. As you can hear, the sea behind me is not very happy. I could only imagine if it was Rio, we'd be doing something like this. But it's not. It's a stormy sea in the background while I paint the stormy sea. Onto the third eye. Made some crazy teeth on this thing, a bunch of horns coming out of his face and his head. But again, right now, just throwing down some green, some radiant green. And I'm going to use some gambling oil paints. So you guys want to hear a little story? So, I painted a dog for somebody out in Provincetown, Massachusetts. I'm in Springfield, Massachusetts, the opposite side of the state. It's about 200 miles. I've probably made the trip about 30 times at least over the last 15 or so years. So I was going to deliver a dog painting that I did for someone out there, and an owl painting that somebody wanted to buy, and do a tattoo while I was out there. So, first thing when I got up yesterday, there was probably about 5 inches of snow on my truck. I was just going to get in and just drive away and let it blow off, because I'm that guy. And as soon as I turned the wipers on, one fell off. Yep, one of my wipers just fell off. Because it was too much snow, I guess. I don't know. But the thing was shattered when I looked at it, the little plastic housing. So I was going to say screw it, and I just went to the gas station and got gas, and I was just going to get on the Mass Pike and go ahead and go with one wiper. Until I realized it was still crappy out and it was going to be a soaking wet ride the whole way. So I decided to take a ride to O'Reilly's, get some wipers put on. It took about 10 minutes because they got a drive-through where you can get your oil change and wipers done and stuff like that. So I took that route. I was out of there pretty quick. Finally made it to the highway to head to Provincetown, 200 miles, 3-hour ride usually. Ended up being about 3.5 each way this time because of some traffic jams and construction, both directions. But I made it out there. Well, actually, wait a minute. So I'm on the Mass Pike, and I finally get to my exit, which is 495, and there was so much construction, and I couldn't tell where I was going. I drove right by it. So then I had to go to the Natick exit, which was like another 8 miles or so. Turn around, come back. I'm already frustrated. But finally did it. 3.5 hours later, I made it to Provincetown. Hung out for a couple hours, did a tattoo, sold a couple paintings, turned around and came back. The ride back was less eventful, but again, almost 7 hours of driving. But it was worth it. So that's my story. My wiper fell off and I passed my exit. So I showed up about 40 minutes past when I said I was gonna. But anyway, I made it. So check it out. Back to the radiant green in the eyes of the Kraken. I'm about to drop in some yellow. This is Hansa Yellow Medium, also by Gamblin. Not that Gamblin cares or knows me or anything. I just like use the same kind of paints. I don't like to mix things up. So I have a whole bunch of theirs. I have a bunch of other kinds too. I just like to use the same ones when I'm doing a painting. So at least I know they're going to kind of dry the same way. If that makes any sense. So I've got those in place. Now I'm going to drop some of that Hansa Yellow Medium in the middle. I'm still using that same brush too, a little fat round. And I'm just going to do like a circle shape in the middle. So. That's right. Same over here, little side eyes. Dropping in some yellow. Hansa Yellow Medium, that is. So, now. Hoping this brush ain't too dark, because it's my favorite one. Anyway, whatever it does, it'll work. So now I'm going to take a little more of that radiant green and drop it back into the center of the Hansa Yellow Medium. Try not to go outside of that other color. Using a little mop brush too, a little fat mop brush. Because I'm just tapping it in. Tapping in a little of that radiant green in the center, mixing it with the Hansa Yellow, which is already kind of mixed with the radiant green around it. Dropping that back in the center of the sides too. Side eyes. Side eyes, ladies and gentlemen. A little heavy paint right there, so I'll just knock those down a little bit. Just like so. For now, meow. Let me get a little bit fancy. See the cool sign I made in the background? I cut my face out of plywood and I used some epoxy resin over the top of it. I found the circle at Hobby Lobby, of course. And the letters, I found the molds at Michael's, and that is also epoxy resin. And they have different blue metallics and pearls in it. And I have a little blue light shiner on it right now, so not sure how good it is for the background, but that's what maybe I need to make it a little bit brighter. But I'm not sure yet. So now I'm just outlining a little yellow around that center of that eye. And that's on side eye too, of course. Can't forget side eye. Definitely like to thank everybody that came to paint night on Sunday. That was an awesome time. Great turnout, cool spot. Food next door at Christopher's was good. Had a Maria's hot chocolate. Oh man, that was awesome. It was a hot chocolate with vanilla Crown Royal in it. Digging it. Definitely would go back there and just have one of those. And I had some firecracker shrimp. Yep. You know it. It was awesome. We liked it. But I think the next one we're going to do is going to be at the Boulevard Tavern on Page Boulevard, which our good friend Sully owns with some friends. We're going to go there and probably do one. They've got great food, good drinks. Try up the street for me. Pretty sweet. So stay tuned. We're going to pick a date out for that on a Sunday afternoon coming up. So anybody from the neighborhood hears that, you know it's going to be cool. So I'm going to do one more thing, show you guys before I sign out here. And that is, I'm going to do something in the center, almost like a snake eye, I guess. Black. Just drop a little black in the center. Yeah, you feel that. See that from there? Yes, you can. I can go a little closer just so you can see that. The eye. Dun, 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 dun. That's where I'm at so far with the eyes. Flash of the sky for you while we're on zoom in mode. I'll go back to this one. And when I get to coloring around the Kraken, I'm going to use the same turquoise and gray and black, except for around the eyes. I'm going to do a little of that radiant green and some of that Hansa Yellow Medium glowing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to glow. The eyes are going to glow. Thanks for tuning in. I don't want to bore you too long, but stay tuned, and as I get farther into this painting, I'll make another video for you to check out. And you'll see those awesome eyes. And maybe some teeth in the shark. You're definitely going to want to stay tuned for the shark. I'll do a video just painting the shark, because we love great white sharks. Until then, hit that like button, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to The Night Painter. Stay tuned for more. Peace and good night.